This is like a very common problem that we face. Like, okay, I have English in my mind, I can understand English, I can clearly understand what the other person is telling me, or when I'm watching a movie I can get okay what they are saying, but the moment I try to speak it out, it's not coming out of my mind. I don't know what to do. So hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. അങ്ങനെ ഞാനൊരു പുതിയ വീഡിയോ ആയിട്ട് നിങ്ങളുടെ അടുത്തേക്ക് വന്നിരിക്കുകയാണ്. And today we are going to be talking about a different topic which is not usually my go-to on my YouTube channel. So the story for this is that when I did the decathlon video, how to join decathlon and my day in my life stuff, I got so many messages and comments regarding like how to join, help me out with my resume format, can you share me your resume, and is English a problem? So a common one thing what I got was, is language a problem? I'm not fluent in English, I cannot communicate English properly, is that a problem? Can you help me out in being more confident in English? What should I do? So these are some common questions that I got regarding this interview things and all. So I understood that okay, there are like 50% of people who are really fluent, who are really confident to communicate in English or any other language. Like you are confident to speak on your communication skills and everything, you are confident. But there is another like 40-50% of people who are not that confident. It can be of multiple reasons. They might know English really well, but they don't know how to speak it out. It will be in their mind, they cannot spill it out to the other person. It can be multiple things, but some people are not that confident, and this video is just for them. If you are really fluent in English, if you are confident enough to handle the language, to communicate or to crack the interview, or to just communicate or mingle with people, you are good to go. You don't have to watch this video. But if you are someone who is like struggling to do this thing, if you are struggling through this period and who needs help with this, I am here to help you out. I am going to be providing some tips and tricks from which you can develop your English language. First, I am going to be speaking about people for the basic level. So this is level 1, who are at the basic level. Basic level means they are not they are not that good at understanding the language. They just know the base, like alphabets, vowels and stuff. They just know what is the language. But when they are like listening to someone else, if they are hearing a conversation or if you are watching a movie, they might not understand it. So that's the very basic level which we have to start from, because there are people who deal with this problem. So let's start from the very basic level, and that is the level 1. So for these category of people, what I would suggest is that you start from the very basics in the sense, watch very boring cartoons. I am not saying boring cartoons, because if I say it to like 26-year-old people, they will be like, why I am not in the age to watch cartoons. But trust me, this works like magic, because I am a Mallu, I am from Kerala, I am a Malayali, and I know Hindi. I am fluent in talking in Hindi. The way I learned, I'm not telling I am an expert, but I can communicate in the language with other people. How I learned was through cartoons. You have to trust me. I used to watch this cartoon called Doraemon. Literally, if you ask my parents, they will be like, I was in front of this cartoon for, it was not now, a few years back, but I used to watch this cartoon a lot. And I had a base in Hindi. They used to teach me in school, so I had a base already. Plus I was watching this cartoons additionally, and this helps not just for one language, this will help in multiple languages. If you have a like very basic base, with that, if you are just trying to construct it from the basic level, it is going to be really helpful, and it's going to be a fast learning process. It's not going to be a slow process. So watching cartoons, I'm not saying just cartoons, some kid shows, maybe cartoons, kid shows, kids TV shows, or something which is just made for kids, is going to help you to understand the language, because they use very simple phrases in that. It shouldn't always be like complicated sentences. It's like very basic sentences. So it is easy for you to understand how the language works or how the sentence is constructed. So just watch it. So normally, automatically it will start making sense to you. You will start understanding what they are speaking. You will understand, okay, now they are speaking about this, they're speaking about the sentence construction, they're asking about some person, they're talking about a thing. So this is going to be really helpful for you guys. So very basic level, please do start from this thing, and I'm telling you, this have helped me a lot, and this is going to help you a lot. The next thing what you have to do is start reading short stories. It can be short stories or easy articles, but not complicated autobiographies or very complicated articles, just something which is meant for like kids. So just you can go for even your old classroom textbooks if you have any. I have many. So just go through it, just read it out, and make sure you're reading it loud, okay, and feed it to your brain. the more you feed information here, the more this is going to work. Okay, so just go through it, read it properly, read it aloud and clear, and make it a practice. Don't just wait for to occasions to do it. Just make it a regular practice. Allocate yourself some day it's time in every day to just go through these stories. And with watching TV shows, kids TV shows, cartoons, plus now you have the short story reading. You can even listen to short stories also. You can listen to easy short stories, kid stories. You can get it in YouTube and all, without watching, without visualizing. You are just imagining. Okay, I mean, without watching, you are visualizing. You have to just go through this. Okay, this is the next. So, okay, these ways you have introduced the language to yourself. Now your brain knows that, okay, this is not a foreign language. This person is trying to learn this language, or this person knows this language. So you are now introducing your brain to the next level. Next is understanding the concepts. So while watching, just improvise yourself to understand, analyze the situation. So from this kids TV shows and all, now you have to move to some podcast. Now you can even watch Indian English documentaries, or Indian English something Indian English. I wouldn't say, if you don't know the language, don't jump directly to American Hollywood things and all. Go for something which is made in India, documentaries or cooking or traveling or whatever it is. Just go through it, just watch it, and this time you have to put your visualization, your analyzing everything to this. You have to understand the situation. You have to go through this. You should be like, okay, two people are talking. What are they talking? Okay, how a sentence is constructed. Okay, these two people are talking about taking an appointment in a hospital. So you should be like, okay, when you go to the hospital, they ask, hey, I need to take an appointment. So you will have to understand how a sentence is formed there, how a sentence is created there. So in this step, you are not just watching or observing. You have to analyze what is happening in that scenario, how a sentence is constructed in the scenario. Okay, the more you are getting used to it, the more you are listening to it, or the more you are talking about it, the more you are going to be becoming fluent in the language. No matter it's very sunny. No matter it is listening, reading, writing or speaking, just introduce yourself to this language more. Just expose yourself to this language more, and you are going to be fluent in it in no time. Okay, to speak properly, the only way to do it is to speak. Like I said, to speak it out, talk to yourself. There are multiple ways that you can develop the speaking skills. It can be use of apps, or you can talk with friends, but the most effective method is that go in front of a mirror, stand in front of a mirror, just stay there and talk to yourself. It can be of any topics. It doesn't have to be any specific topic. It can be, you're walking around, you see a pen, you take that pen, you describe the pen. Okay, this pen is green in color, the ink is green color, this pen is really beautiful, I'm going to gift it to my friend, or whatever it is. So it shouldn't have to be on a specific topic. You just take the thing in your hands, just speak it out. Okay, speak about it. Stand in front of the mirror. You can like end of the day, before you're going to bed, just stand in front of the mirror, talk how your day was, and talk it loud, not in your mind, like I'm saying. Speak it out, speak more about it. So like that, when you're using this language on a regular basis, when you are talking in the language for a regular basis, you're automatically going to be proficient, or you're going to be fluent in that language. Then the very basic thing, or the very important thing that we should understand about this language is that we have a very strong base in English already. It can be from school, it can be from movies. Everyone watches Hollywood movies, so everything, whatever it can be, we all have a base in this language. We know the alphabets, we know the vowels, we know the language, unlike you are introduced to other language. So the example is that I used to learn German for some time. Okay, so when I used to learn German, that time we have to learn from the very basics. Like you have to learn the alphabets, numbers, basic sentence constructions like hi, how are you, my name is this, what is your name, how old are you, I am this years old. So these are all the very basic things, and from that base you have to learn. And this is going to be little hard for us, because we are not used to that language. But this is an advantage for all of us. We all have a good base in this language. We all have a good base in English. So utilize this base. We have the strong base. You only have to just build up from this step to excel in this language. Another tip that I would give you guys is that every day give yourself 10 to 15 minutes to improve in this language. Okay, so just watch some documentaries or something like that. Just give yourself some time every day. Watch 10 minutes this documentary, read something every day, and the main part is plus this, whatever is you're doing, listening, reading, writing, whatever, plus 10 minutes you should spare every day for speaking, because that is the most important thing. Speak about whatever it is, but make sure that you're giving 10 minutes of your time and be very consistent. And the moment you start speaking, every day you make it a practice, automatically you're going to be fluent in that language. The next thing, and like the most fun thing that I have enjoyed learning this language is that when you speak with other people, okay, you speak with your friends. So when I was in Bangalore, when we used to communicate with friends, our mother tongue is different, okay, they will be Kannadigas, I am Malayali, so our common phrase to communicate is just English. So this time you are also going to learn so many things both from that person, and they are also going to learn things from you. And it's not always perfect. Your language doesn't have to be perfect. It is for communication. It is for communication, clearly. You can make it perfect and all later. But now just think about the learning part. Okay, so I would say a best example. So when I am talking with someone, so this happened one day. I was talking with this person and I told her, I have a beef with this kid. Okay, so the meaning of the sentence, I have a beef with this kid, is that I have some personal issues with this kid. I have some grudge with this kid. It's just an example. So she asked me, she was like, beef with what? She didn't understand. Okay, this happened in reality. So I'm like, okay, this means this. I told her, okay, this means this. Exactly the same way when she also talks something, I might not understand what it is. I would be like, hey, what's the meaning of this thing? So you never be hesitant to ask if you don't know something. You never have to be hesitant. You have to ask to that friend, be like, okay, see, I didn't understand what you said. Can you just repeat that phrase one more time? Can you just help me out with this? I didn't understand the meaning of this. Never be ashamed of accepting that you are still in the process of learning. Nobody is perfect. Everybody makes mistakes, and just the acceptance that, okay, I am willing to learn a new language, or I'm willing to develop myself, is the best thing. The moment you are like, okay, I don't know anything, but I'm okay like this, I'm not going to develop myself, that is the thing that you have to be ashamed of. But you have to never be ashamed of learning new things if you don't know about it. So don't be hesitant to ask your friend or your whoever it is. I mean, don't ask in the interview and all, hey, I didn't understand that, can you explain to me? Don't do that. Act according to the situations. But please seek help from your friends or elders or whoever you know who are close with you, and this is also going to help you a lot. The last thing is, you have multiple apps, like you have this technology revolving around you, which is going to be perfect for helping you out in learning the language. So there are so many apps like Smart Talk, Hello English, Duolingo. There are multiple apps where you can develop your skills. You can talk with yourself. You can talk with an automated AI generated robot or Siri or whatever it is. So you have this multiple sources. Utilize this to the maximum. So you are getting this technology, you are having the advantage of technology. In early days and all, people used to learn languages from books. They didn't even had any movies or other sources to watch this thing. So you have all the sources. Just make sure that you are utilizing this technology to the maximum. As you can use these apps, I can describe it in my description box down. You can just go through this apps, or you can directly go to Google. You can search for this apps like English language developing apps or whatever. You can get multiple sources from the resources from the Google also. So make use of these applications, and this is also going to help you a lot. Last thing that I would want to tell you guys is that, trust me, with regular practice and proper consistency, anyone can be fluent in any language. It's all about consistency, guys. Nobody is perfect. Even I am not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Whoever is speaking very proficient or very fluent English to you, they are also in the curve of learning. So every day we have something to improve on ourselves. So just make sure that you are being consistent, no matter this is for the language or public speaking or to boost your confidence, to talk with others, or whatever it is. Just do it on a consistent basis. Even the small things that you do, like I said, just reading or writing or listening or speaking 10 minutes to yourself every day is going to build a habit of it, and it's going to give you good results. Trust me, just be consistent with what you're doing. Just trust the process and put some work into it. Don't just sit back and enjoy and you're like, okay, it's okay, it doesn't bother me. Always try to improve yourself. That's about today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any doubts, please do comment down in the comment section down below. And if you need some topics on which I should give you information, please do comment that also. And love yourself, be confident, improve yourself every day, become the best version of yourself. I love you all. Keep supporting. Bye.